What's up, y'all? I'm Chanch,
I'm Hoon.
and you're watching the 13th episode of the Trouble Hook Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything we find interesting or funny. Today, we're gonna go, a little bit everywhere. I'm the host today because you won't know what's gonna happen today because I'm already drunk, and so let's just get into it. Let's get down to it.
Yeah. So he normally I write the show. This is the first show that's written by him.
So it's gonna suck.
Nah, we don't know that. Hey, you don't even have your phone ready for the topic.
I don't have my phone ready for the topic, so that's all right.
So first shout out goes to Jose. Jose wanted us to say Dragon Ball Z sucks. He got the comment on
Dragon Ball Z sucks.
We gotta say Dragon Ball Z
even
sucks.
though it doesn't.
Even though we know it doesn't. Dude, I can't wait for the Dragon Ball episode because I got my Dragon Ball shirt ready for it. And then
he's got
our
it ready.
next one is Ivan. Ivan wants us to sing Old Town Road. He wants me, but I'm not gonna do it alone. So let's do it.
Is it ready? One, two, three. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride Kia no more.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche.
So yeah, today we're at my friend George's house. His dad was polite enough to let us record here, so that's what we're doing right now. We've been drinking for a couple hours. We've been here for a while, so that's what we're doing right now. And we're getting weird. They just finished playing beer pong. We got Carlton here, George, his sisters. We got his dad here, so we're just chilling out here, and that's what we're doing right now. Who's drinking his hopadillo right now? So
Carbach.
yeah. So right now, our first topic where we're gonna get into is something we do every now and then that we want to keep you updated on, which is what are we listening to? What beers are we drinking right now? So right now, I'll go ahead and start. I've been listening to some Piñata Protest, and I think I've said it before, but I don't think I've got into detail on it. So Piñata Protest, what it is
talked about it before.
A
little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. I have
we're talking about the Bronzo.
We're talking about Bronzo a little bit. So what it is it's basically like Tejano and punk rock mixed together. And that's what I've been listening to, man. I've been listening to some Texas stuff. It gets me pumped because these guys they're like yourself, and they're out there in the bars. They're out there, trying to get their name out into the country, and they're trying to.
And I'm into that. I've always loved that shit. Especially we talked about it a bit in one of our other podcasts where I lived in California for a while. I went to college over there. And I would go hang out with my cousins and stuff, and they're the ones that really got me into that they were like, oh, we're gonna go to all these concerts and stuff, and I was like, oh dude, I don't know, that's kind of expensive. He's like, no dude, and these are local dudes, and I was like, but they're not gonna be good, and we were like, just go with us. And I would go with them, and it's like, dude, what the fuck, what am I missing out on?
What are you missing out on? Exactly.
And it's not just that, it's the vibes, everybody there, and everybody just hanging out, listening to the music, and then the guys afterwards coming out and talking to everybody. I was like, damn,
it's really cool. It's really cool when you listen to live bands and musicians that are in your area or in your just your culture, and you listen to them. You're like, damn, dude, this shit is fucking badass.
Yeah. And shout out to Tristan.
Shout out to Tristan. 10 foot overhead.
10 foot overhead.
They're badass, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I listen to their music just like if any other music that I have in my iTunes and my Spotify, everything.
Yeah,
on everything, cause I genuinely love the music that they make.
They're badass, dude.
Voices. I love listening to voices. I love listening to You Make Me Wanna Punch stuff.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
he knows the shit. I don't know the song, but I know.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Their favorite song of mine is Motive. Motive is their favorite song of mine. It's pretty good. I'll show it to you.
That's badass. So that's basically. I'm into more of the local shit. I'm trying to get into all that stuff right now. Hoon, what are you listening to, bro? What's your shit right now?
I've been alright. So we've talked about it in several other podcasts where I listen to everything, and before I always said I listen to everything except for country.
Oh yeah.
And lately I've been slowly I go in through these little peaks and valleys and shit where sometimes I'll listen to country and sometimes it's kind of I don't know, and then other times it's all right, I can But recently, this past weekend, I was outside. I was cutting the grass, and I had my you know, because we have our vlog. Yeah. And I was going through songs, you know, thinking what can I put for our 4th of July vlog. Like I'm already planning that vlog out. And so I'm listening to this music, and like I'm cutting the grass and everything, and then like some country comes up, and I'm just there like, you know, I mean I don't want to stop. I'm trying to finish this whole fucking yard.
Yeah.
And the music's just going in the background. I'm like, oh, I kind of dig some of this. I'm kind of liking it. I'm there, like, you know, the sun's going down. And I'm outside.
It's like, basic. I mean, that's like fucking country music right there.
Yeah, so I've been getting into that. But
hard work. You know, after the day, you drink a beer and.
I had a hopadillo.
And a hopadillo.
I had a hopadillo.
Man, that's fucking Texas as you can get.
Yeah, but what I've been really listening to, like, you know, I go to work, I come back from work, whatever it is that I actually listen to, I start listening to like I guess like old school like 2000s like dance type music. Like I've been getting back into that.
Oh yeah.
Getting again because I had recently, well not recently but a while back, a few years ago, I was like really into like vaporwave and stuff, and like I started getting into that stuff like lo-fi hip hop, like just to chill, mellow out. And that's kind of what I've been into right now. I've been listening to a lot of Tame Impala. A lot of Tame Impala. Eventually, less I know the better.
Hell yeah, dude.
A lot of that. So that's kind of what I've been like, just chill. You know. I recommend
chill vibes.
Yeah, chill vibes. Yeah. That's what I've been into, and I recommend that, dude.
It gets you in a good mood.
Tame Impala. What's the other one? Well, there, you know, there's less I know the better. There's the XX intro.
It's good. It's good shit.
There's fuck.
Shout out to Vic too for showing me that song. He showed me that song and I was like, I've heard it before.
I had sent it to you, fucking.
Nah, Vic showed it to me before, like maybe like a year ago. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good ass song.
It's like 3 years old now.
Yeah. But I get you, man. Those chill jams that you listen to and it's fucking badass. But now. Under the same topic, we want to get into what beers we're into right now. What are we drinking right now? So right now, well, I didn't have any money today, and so we're chilling at my friend George's house, chilling out with Carlton and everything. So I'm drinking Michelob. I know. I'm always saying like, fuck Michelob, but you know, maybe I'm just trying to lose some weight. You know, But my favorite beer right now has to be. What did I try the other day? I had I was drinking probably Crawford Bock, man. I'm still into Crawford Bock. I know I said Summer Pills last time, and I said Crawford Bock was the number 2, but right now I'm drinking Crawford Bock just because it's a good transition into like October beers and, you know, like fall beers. Because I already consider like summer beers already, you know, they're going out, you know.
Yeah.
Probably for us, like fall beers come in like August, September. They start coming in. You know, we get little sneak peeks before like they actually, you know, come out. But what are you drinking right now, man? What are you drinking right now, and what's your favorite beer right now?
Well, right now I'm drinking Hopadillo. Been drinking these all weekend because you know IPAs. You know IPAs. But I've been getting again because we had this one point in like a few years ago maybe where it was like all about craft beers and stuff, but mainly IPAs. We're really into IPAs, but I started kind of like drifting off into like stouts and stuff, which is where I'm at right now. So right now I guess, you know, like I've been going into that again, like, you know, because I remember when it had started, it was Guinness is where I kind of like boom right there, I took off with stouts, milk stouts and coffee stouts and everything. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, and it's funny because I don't like coffee that much. I'm not that much of a coffee person, but I love fucking stouts and coffee stouts, milk stouts and everything. But right now my thing is Mer Dude. I'm really into Mer Dude right now.
I mean, yeah. And this is a perfect a segue into our next topic. I wanted to say this real quick. Just imagine what, you know, our parents and our grandparents were drinking before, you know, we had all these badass beers coming out, all these badass craft beers coming out.
True.
Well, they're probably just drinking like past Blue Ribbon and fucking, you know, like the best they ever had was probably Heineken or something, you know, something like that. And,
I know that because my parents personally didn't give a fuck. They drank Smirnoffs and Bud Lights.
Yeah, well, my parents too. I mean, Smirnoffs, Bud Lights. And,
They drank together, no?
Yeah. Our parents drink together. I mean,
we go to parties and stuff. Our parents are there drinking. We're just trying, like, we're tired. We're running around and all this.
For real, dude.
I want to get home. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
like,
for us, we're younger. I mean, Bud Lights and Michelob's and shit were the coolest thing we'd ever seen. We're like, oh shit, we gotta drink that when we're fucking older. But then as we got older, you know, we saw all these new beers and everything. And shout out to my brother. He's the one that like got me into it, and then Hoon got into it because he was in California for a while, and he was in bars. And he saw like the real culture of fucking craft beer in California and shit. So
especially because with my cousins, you know, shout out to my cousins. They when I was over there in California, they would take me to like breweries and stuff, and that's when I started really like, holy shit, like I started appreciating it. Yeah. And how they, you know, everything that they like, everything that went into making them and everything. It was like, oh man, like I get it, you know, like this is art. I want to drink this art.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is art I can drink.
Yeah, it's a cool thing, man, and it's a perfect segue into our next topic, which is previous generations of music, their culture, and their fads.
Dude, when you told me about this topic, you know, because like I said earlier, he wrote the show. Normally, I write the show. He wrote it this time, and you know, so I'm the one. This time I don't really know what's going on with the show, but when I saw this, when I saw this part. The first thing that came to mind is like, do you feel like, you know, because a lot of people will be like, oh, yeah, I was born in the wrong time. Like,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
Like, what do you feel like is your time that like you should have been born in?
I feel like the late 60s, early 70s would have been my time.
Oh, shit.
I feel like that's when it was like, oh, man, like, I mean, I mean, of course, I don't know what it's like to me in that time, of course, because I was born in the 90s, but in that time, every movie that I've seen, every documentary that I've seen, all that shit, and I see the stuff that they did and the music they listened to, I'm like, oh my god, if I was in that time.
Yeah, that's why, like, I guess it's because for us, it's because we're super heavily influenced by music.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing that
that's one of the things that Trouble Hook came up on. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's kind of why we came up with this whole thing. You know, we were influenced by the music we listened to. That's why, like, for me, honestly, like, if I were to, going back to that, my thing would be, like, I feel like I should have been born in like the late 70s going into the 80s. Like,
yeah, that's a good time too.
For me.
Yeah, it's a good time too.
For me, it's like late 70s.
Yeah,
maybe like mid 70s and like 80s. That like for me, that's like
yeah, it's a good ass time.
I love that, dude. I mean, 60s.
I talk about it like it's a good ass time. I don't even fucking know, but
dude,
I'm pretty. I mean, based off Reagan, based off of videos and shit that I've seen, it looks badass. I mean, like we can't really say for ourselves that it was badass or not.
Yeah, we weren't there.
We weren't there, of course, but based off of what we've seen in all the history we've seen,
and especially because like we, with our parents and stuff. Because I don't know, maybe like your parents were probably the same as mine. Like with mine, where like I fucking love that my parents raised me with like Metallica, CCR, and all this shit.
That
like,
me too. Yeah,
and that's why it was like holy shit,
And my parents are a little bit older than your parents, so like
it makes sense.
Yeah, and they showed me like 60s music and 70s.
But I mean, I still love that shit. Because I'm like not gonna lie, I love that. I'm not gonna say I mean I love the 60s, dude. I love that and everything. Even if we go back to like we can go to like 50s and shit with Beach Boys.
No, Beach Boys is 60s. No, you're talking more like Sinatra and shit.
Yeah, Sinatra and shit, exactly.
Sinatra and shit,
because I love that shit too.
Yeah.
It's just that, I don't know, for some reason, for me, the 70s and 80s, like, kind of resonated more.
Well, 70s and 80s, I mean, 80s rock is where it just blew up. Rock and roll, Metallica.
I think that's why it is.
Yeah, it was like boom,
Because I love like I hate that a lot of it isn't coming to me right now, but like Simon and Garfunkel and shit.
Simon and Garfunkel's shit, bro.
That's why I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
all these songs I've been sending songs to Hoon, like Paul Simon and shit. And one of my favorite songs is me and Julio down by the schoolyard, and that song is fucking badass. I'm like, dude, this is my new like summer summer song. Like it's badass, dude. You listen to these songs, and I'm like, dude, we should use this on the vlog. Like it's badass. Like it's such a good song. Puts everybody in a good mood. I'm sorry, and it's badass and it's cool and
And I kind of wanted to, another thing I wanted to get into when you're talking about like how it was for like previous times and whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get into how it is for people like or kids nowadays, because in a way if you think about it, we're getting older there now. Like we're getting older.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah. Well, you're getting older faster than I am. But
we got the new the kids I teach, they keep me young.
Yeah, that's true. Hoon's a teacher, so all the kids that he teaches is
Dab, back to endgame.
That shit, that's coming in, and
so that's why I wanted to say, like, because a lot of people talk about the whole like are like this new generation, are they getting softer? Is it like they're growing up with tablets and all this stuff, their creativity? Because for me personally, I don't remember every time you'd come over to like parties and stuff like that, when we for like birthday parties and everything,
we would come up with different shit.
We would come up with games, we would go, we'd be running around outside doing stuff for like our parents kind of just let us go off. And then now now
like it's
younger
like
cousins, they're like, oh no, we don't want you
going
like
outside. A virtual thing. It's like instead of making like little forts outside and stuff, where they would go, with like wooden guns and like little sticks for guns and throw rocks at each other for bullets and shit. Now it's like, oh, let me make a map on Fortnite, or let me make a map on Minecraft, and let me do shit like that.
And it's like, do you feel like it's like, okay, is this hurting creativity, or is this just creativity in a new way?
I mean, I think it's creativity in a new way, man. I mean, just because we're not understanding it fully doesn't mean that it's not, but it's like we have to think in the minds of our parents, and the minds of their parents before them, which is
like our parents were like, hey, let us drink, go outside and play.
For real.
Now we're like, hey, let us drink, go play Fortnite.
For real, yeah, it's like that. It's like my fucking nephew's here. Let me give him his tablet so he can play with his tablet. That way I can drink with my friends.
You see, but that's where it's different. Because sometimes I'll take care of my cousins. See, like, I don't know. Like, maybe we can, like, go off of each other. But with me, sometimes I'll take care of my cousins. They're like 6, 9, and I think the oldest one's probably like 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're the brothers and sisters. And when they'll get together and stuff, they'll come over and, like, my aunt will leave them with me, and they'll come in like, oh, they have their tablets and their stuff, and I'm like, no, we're gonna go outside. And like, we'll go outside, and like I'm the one that I'll take them, like, here, this is what we used to do and stuff. And I was like, go find like a stick that looks like a Y, and then like they go, and then I'm like, boom, I carve it up, I get some rubber bands, thick rubber bands, make a slingshot, get some rocks, and then boom, just I chug a can of beer, and then right there, like, all right, you guys are gonna be shooting that.
Just don't watch me chugging the beer. Just
hey, look away, and
look away.
So like, and then stuff like that, I'm like, hey, this is what me and my cousins used to do, like, this is what we used to do. And then I'll be like, I'll build a little fort with like blankets and everything. You guys wouldn't do this shit, like, and it's like, and I miss that shit, being with my cousins and stuff. We would build like we'd make like mud pies. We'd literally just pour water and stuff like that. And I mean, of course, we did other shit, because, our birthday parties, remember our birthday parties were pretty lit.
I remember,
We'd hit the piñata and stuff, we'd get all the candies and everything, and then we would gamble the candies and stuff like that. That's how we would do it. We would play with the fucking, the tomatoes, you spin it, and then play bet the candies and everything.
That's how we did it. I mean, it was so much fun, and a lot of the stuff that me and Hoon can do today, and that the next generation can do nowadays, a lot of our parents and their parents before them couldn't do, just because of their culture and their culture, religion. And it's like nowadays, with my generation, with the next generation, it's changing. We're more free to do more things. It's like my parents used to say, when I was your age, I couldn't do this, couldn't do that, couldn't do that. And their generation before them could say the same thing. It's just like the way we dress, what we do. And I always do stupid shit for the vlog. I'll put on like some heart glasses, heart eye glasses.
That's for our vlog. We'll do anything.
It's for the vlog. We'll do anything for the vlog. Hey,
do it for the
you
vlog.
Let us know which. Hey, shout out. Hey, here's the shout out.
Shout out to the vlogs.
Shout out to the vlogs. If you made it to this part of the podcast, tell us what you want me to do on the next vlog, and I'll do it. Doesn't matter what it is. I won't get naked and go in public though.
He'll do it.
I won't do it.
He'll do it.
Maybe my underwear. But
Carlton will do it.
Carlton will do it. Carlton for sure will do it. He's over here. You can't see him, but Let us know. The keyword will be anything for the vlog.
Anything for the
Anything
vlog.
for the vlog. Put it in the comment section, and we'll do it for you. I'll do it for you.
Carlton will do it for you.
Carlton will do it for you. There we go. He'll fucking do it for you. So, and like I'm saying, the previous generations, our parents, their parents, they didn't have the freedom that we had, just because, of religion and for me, you see my cross right here, but for me, I'm still kind of Catholic, I'm trying to hang on to my faith just so I can have some comfort in dying, but it's kind of hard, and, my dad's always telling me to go to church, which I want to go for his comfort so I can go, but for me, I'm always in my existential dread and everything like that. But
I feel like we're the same way when it comes to that, because I never go to church. I
never go either.
I stopped going.
I stopped going too.
Long.
Me too. I haven't gone to church like in 3 years. But
it's been a long time. I'll only go like for certain stuff where it's like But I guess going kind of because we can save all that shit for another.
We could. We're just gonna dabble in it,
because we can go off on that.
The thing is, like, generations before us, like the dating scene, the dress. I mean, like now in high school, if you go to high school right now, you gotta see girls in like short shorts and like it's tank tops and everything.
It's mostly because social media is a big thing now.
Social media is a big thing right now.
It's huge.
So what's okay and not okay is
follow us on
based
Twitter.
off of follow us on Twitter. Yeah, at Hook Trouble for real. But
and the Trouble Hooked on Facebook.
Yeah. So based off of social media, you're seeing different fads, different the culture is different right now. And
dude, it's like you always say that, like, for me it was for me at least, it was like, I don't want to grow up and be that old dude, like that I don't want to grow up and be that get off my lawn dude. And that's why
I'm gonna get sleeves of tattoos.
And that's why I do like with the vlogs and everything. Hey, I wear long sleeve, I should. And that's why, like, that's part of the reason why I want to do the vlogs the way we do it and everything the way we do, because a friend of mine told me this in middle school. I want to say it was like 6th grade, and I've never forgot about it. You know who he is.
Okay.
And he once told me this, that his dad told him, his dad was the same, and he was the same. In middle school, he told me, he's like, never grow up. He's like that's the thing you never want to do, like never grow up.
Yeah.
Like, you can mature, but never grow up.
Yeah.
And it was like, and that always stuck to me, and that's why for me it was like, okay, yeah, I'm mature, I'm professional when I have to be, but I can also, I can also joke around and, like, the way we do the vlogs and everything and have fun.
Yeah.
Buddy, shout out to Buddy. You probably know him.
Yeah.
But
look,
like, I feel
never grew up. Listen, I don't think we can help it.
I was gonna say that right now,
because
that's what I was gonna.
The way that technology is advancing, we cannot help it. The way VR, movies, everything, it's too much for us to handle. It's too much for us to keep up with. It's like oh my god, like. It's like
it feels weird, right? When you start feeling like oh, I'm really good with all this tech stuff and everything, and then all of a sudden you get your 10-year-old niece to come up to you and you're like, oh, look at this, blah, 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 blah. You're like, oh shit, like, hey, this stopped working, can you fix it for me? I'm like, oh shit,
what the fuck? Yeah, what is that?
And then they're like looking at everything.
Unplug the router, plug it back in. It didn't work yet. Oh,
hey, where do the batteries go?
Where do the batteries go? Exactly. And
AAA, double A.
Technology is advancing so fast. Movies are, I mean, CGI.
For me, it started hitting when I started, like, having to look up stuff, like, or this is just an example. This isn't like I had to actually do this, but it's like, somebody says finna, and then you're like, oh shit, what does that mean? And you look it up, like, oh, I'm about to, like, oh, finna do this. Like, that's just an example.
About to chug this beer. Yeah, for real,
yeah. So you're like, fuck, when I have to start.
I know I said that wrong.
Well, when you start hearing shit like that, and you're like, oh man, I gotta look this up, and it's like, oh man, like, when you don't know, and then abbreviations and stuff, I was like, fuck, dude, like, these are.
What's another one? It's what is it?
That's why I use that example, because other stuff isn't really coming to me right now.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and I feel for the generation for before me and everything, but technology is taking over, and it's which leads into our next topic, which is the new consoles, the new video game consoles, which is PS5 and Xbox Project Scarlet.
I can tell you right away, I ain't getting shit. I ain't getting any of those.
Okay, so here's what I wanted to talk about. See, these consoles are coming out, and the graphics, everything is looking so good. And you know,
Hoon, 6 years ago.
Okay, Hoon here is like, dude, I've had these graphics. I've had this graphics card since like 5 years ago, whatever. When I built my PC and everything.
That's why I
and
jumped
you know
that
got me thinking. I'm like, okay, so this guy's had this fucking console since. Oh, he's had this fucking technology since like 5 years ago.
I showed you about ray tracing and all of this stuff. It's like, dude,
he did show me.
This stuff has been around for years. It's just that.
It's just that we're just seeing it on the console, on console. So
but it makes sense though. Like I'm gonna say it's because consoles trying to like, they have space for games. They have like once. Okay,
the thing with consoles is it's more convenient. It's more like a, let's say you have an Amazon stick versus a whole computer.
All right, tell me. What do you mean convenient?
Okay, it's more convenient. Let's say I have a console.
Are you talking about a controller? Because you can easily get a controller.
No, not PC. Controller. I'm not talking about controller.
Okay,
listen to what I'm saying.
What else? Are you talking about?
A computer, you always have to download the fucking. You
don't always have to.
Look, listen. the security, the firewall security, everything, all that shit.
I have to keep on
updating it.
Haven't done that in years.
You have to it's a whole bunch of man. It's a whole bunch of shit,
dude. You don't know how chill it's been for me. I have my 2 screens, my dual monitors.
Okay, hold on.
One monitor, I'll put my cousin that has 3 monitors. One monitor, I'll put a movie or something.
For a computer,
the other monitor, I'll play games.
Another thing for computers, you have to worry about viruses. Anything you download.
Are you always looking at porn? You see, I'm not worried about it. I'm not looking at porn. You have to worry about that.
PS4 and Xbox, you don't have to worry about that. Like, they have their own shit. So like, you can't even look. You can't even look at those things if you wanted to, because it just blocks it from its fucking browser and everything.
What are you talking about? Wait. Say that again.
It just blocks it from his browser and everything, anything like that.
What blocks what?
Any what's it called?
Because I can tell you, I get no ads on YouTube. I get no ads on Hulu.
Yeah, because you pay for the. I pay for YouTube Premium. I pay for Hulu Premium.
Exactly, and I don't.
Adblock Plus. Bullshit.
Adblock Plus.
Bullshit.
Because you don't know.
He's
you're
a
not
fucking
a PC
bullshit
guy.
Fuck.
You're not a PC guy. I'll show you.
Because he has a fucking whatever hack or I don't know the lingo.
No, it's just Adblock, dude. It's an extension. Everybody knows about this. A lot of people haven't.
Well, you still gotta wait for the ad to pass.
No, it cuts right away. Yeah, it cuts right. I'll show you.
If you're watching right now, you know.
They know.
If you have Hulu Plus, unless you have to watch the ad.
Nope.
That's fucking bullshit. You know he's bullshit.
I'll show you on
bullshit,
my
man.
computer.
Whatever.
We'll have the next show in my room.
Anyways, the next generation consoles, they look so badass. I was disappointed. Look, I like the new Halo trailer. It looked badass. I was just disappointed in the graphics, but I understand that. It's just like a beta version. Like, they still have some shit to go. It still looked disappointing compared to Cyberpunk 2024, 2077. I'm sorry. Cyberpunk 2077 with
throw out
Keanu
all
Reeves.
the numbers.
Yeah, just throw them all out. And also that new PlayStation game that's coming out with what's his name from The Walking Dead and Boondock Saints.
Rick? No.
What the fuck is his name?
I can't think right now.
Norman Reedus. It's called something. I can't remember the name.
Man, I really wanted that Silent Hill game.
Oh, PT.
PT.
We were talking about that the other day. I was talking about it with somebody, and I was like, dude, that game was fucking scary.
I really wanted that shit.
But yeah, these games that are coming out for PlayStation look fucking good as fuck. Xbox will announce Cyberpunk, so it looks good as fuck. So, just Halo kind of disappointed me a little bit, but
I liked it. I liked the trailer and everything.
Yeah, I liked the trailer too, but just the graphics were. I was like, that looks like Xbox One graphics. I was like, give me some next gen shit.
Because that's the thing. It's not gonna look. It also, because this is the thing that you don't really know. I want to get fucking Jaloob. Jaloob listens to the podcast.
I know Jalooby. Hey, Jalooby. I didn't think you used to listen before, so I used to say fuck you.
Yeah, he actually listens.
I want you to. I want you to get in on this.
Shout out to Jaloob.
Fuck you.
We're gonna have him on soon.
I still fucking hate you.
That's the thing.
I love you, bro.
But that's the thing. It's not just the system itself. Monitors and everything come into that, because the TV screen is, if you have a 4K fucking capable system,
now 8K. Now we're getting into 8K. By next year we'll have 8K.
That's what I'm saying. If you have 8K, if you have an 8K fucking console, and your fucking TV can only run 1080p, that's as good as it's gonna look. If you're watching a trailer that's 8K and you're watching it on your fucking
1040,
that's as good as it's gonna look. But that's why, you know.
I mean, I was watching on my 4K fucking TV, and then it was just like, you know. But
you have to watch it in 3D.
I have my 4K TV is 3D. Fuck off, bitch. But you know,
peasant.
But you know, part of it is, you know, all those graphics and everything in movies right now, dude. Movies with CGI and everything.
I like that you're getting into that because I don't give a fuck about graphics.
Okay, I know it's the gameplay. It's the gameplay,
exactly.
But you know, graphics, it kind of the same thing with movies, dude. The movies, the CGI. You talked about it in the Terminator trailer. You said, dude, look at this fucking CGI.
That's different.
It's trash.
You're watching it. You're watching it unfold. With games, you're doing
it. Well, let me get into this. In the movies, the CGI, everything that's changing right now, dude, it's looking so fucking awesome, dude. There's some shit that you cannot.
It depends who you're looking at, who you're watching.
Well, yeah, you can't.
You're watching Aladdin or you're watching Toy Story 4?
Well, there's some shit that you cannot tell. Like, dude, was that actually shot or was
Toy
that
Story
CGI?
4? I have not seen it yet.
Because it hasn't come out yet.
It just came out.
It did?
I think it's just coming out.
Shit,
For like movie reviewers and shit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But, dude, there's that one shot in like a trailer or something where there's like a cat and it looks like a real fucking cat. The animation. No, but dude, the animation for Toy Story 4, we're gonna watch that shit. Even if I have to take you to watch Toy Story 4.
I am gonna watch it. And my nieces, bro.
Even if we have to watch it together.
Oh, we'll watch it holding hands.
Toy Story 4.
Hand job underneath the popcorn fucking bucket.
At the top of the movie theater. But dude, if you look at the animation for Toy Story 4 and stuff, that shit is crazy how far we're getting. I've even seen I've heard some reviews and stuff about how crazy, you know, the animation has come. And then you look at fucking like Terminator Genesis, that trailer that came out, and you see
not Genesis, it's
not Genesis, the newest
Dark Fate.
Something like that. And then you see that trailer, and you see the fucking Terminator dude come out, and he looks like fucking Shia LaBeouf. And you see Shia LaBeouf in Terminator when Bumblebee's catching him. Like, it's like, dude.
This is a perfect segue into our next topic that I wanted to talk about.
Our last topic.
We have very little time to talk about this. Which is I forgot.
Joker.
The Joker
being rated R.
Yes,
which
the new Joker movie being rated R,
which I'm into.
I'm into too. What's his name? The director, Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips. He did a Deadpool,
that's
right?
His name. He did. Yeah. Okay. So, dude, it looks badass. Joaquin Phoenix, I think is gonna kill it.
Oh yeah, dude, Joaquin Phoenix.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is badass.
I don't want to jump ahead, but I feel like he will.
Signs.
Yeah.
Fucking walk. Not walk hard. It's walk hard, right?
Yeah.
Walk
He plays Johnny Cash.
Yeah. No, it's not Walk Hard, is it?
Walk the Line? No.
Walk the Line. Walk Hard is the movie with John C. Reilly.
Get Hard?
I'm sorry, it's not Walk Hard. It's Walk the Line, which is with Joaquin Phoenix. Oh my god, I can't believe I fucked that up. But Her was a good movie. Her was a very good movie.
I remember I just watched that for Scarlett Johansson's voice, man.
Yeah.
And then Joaquin Phoenix just
Joaquin Phoenix kills every role that he gets. That's what I'm saying right now. And we want to discuss how he's going to compare to Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger. We do not count Jared Leto because Jared Leto's Joker was absolute trash.
He doesn't count.
Jared Leto's Joker was absolute trash.
He was trash. Not canon. That's not canon to me.
I understand like they did his whatever Joker for Suicide Squad.
Look, I'm not gonna say I don't get what they were trying to go for. I get what they're trying to go for.
I understand what they were going for too, but it's trash. Like nobody wants that. Nobody wants that modern day.
Well, no. Like I'm not like. It's just that. No, it's not that I didn't want.
Everybody wants that psycho.
He didn't play it right.
Yeah, it's like. Why would they even?
It bored
do something
like I don't know, dude. It was cringe. I guess
it was cringe.
Just like how the kids say.
The
kids say it was
Suicide Squad was a very good movie. Joker fucked it up for me. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying right now.
I'm glad they didn't put that much of him in it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so what I wanted to talk about is being rated R. How much shit are they gonna put in this movie? How crazy is it gonna be for Joaquin Phoenix just to go all out in his character, just to go nuts, like just to go crazy in his you know, his character, his personality. You know, he's gonna act like an absolute psychopath. And I know he could pull it off because it's Joaquin
cool.
Phoenix.
It's cool because it's also an origin story, so it's cooler because you're gonna see his descent into Joker.
Exactly, dude.
You're gonna see
what makes him crazy. You know, what makes him the way he is. You know,
yeah.
And I think he's the man to do it.
Yeah.
You know, he's the man to fucking do it. And I think he's gonna do an excellent job. And you know, I wanted that segment to be, you know, a lot longer, but right now I just want to talk about real quick. What's next for Treble Hooked? What we're gonna be doing within the next few months.
True.
Right now we're doing our solid go-to fucking videos, are our vlogs and our podcasts.
And what I want to say about that is, like, I feel like we found our footing now. I feel like, you know, he like I said earlier, he wrote the show. One of the things that he wrote was what's next for Trouble Hooked, and right away my thing was like, you know what, I feel like we found our footing. I feel like, you know, now that we found our footing, it's time to just take off. It's time to just it's now that I'm very dude. You know why Hoon is my best friend, because we help each other out all the time. So what we started with Trouble Hook was, it started as a page that we wanted to be a community where people can upload their videos of concerts. We were never gonna put content on.
Yeah, we're never gonna put content in there.
Use other people's content.
And then I had suggested, you know, maybe like a year and a half ago, like, hey, let's do a podcast. You know, because I was really into the Joe Rogan podcast. And then it wasn't until this year that's like, hey, man.
And then I got him into vlogs.
Hoon was like, hey, let's finally do that. Let's do that podcast, dude. Let's fucking do it. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And then we started doing the podcast, and then, you know, Hoon was like, hey, man, like, I want to do a vlog, you know. Let's do a vlog. They're funny. You know, everything that we do every day is pretty funny. Let's just fucking record it. And I'm like, okay, let's fucking do it, you know. Let's see what happens. And I'm glad that you all like the vlogs. I'm glad that you all are starting to like the podcast. Yeah. We're going to stick with those two pretty soon. I know we've been saying this for like 3 episodes already, but we're going to have merch pretty soon. There we go. Hey, what are you drinking?
Oh, what the fuck?
Nah, but pretty soon we're going to have merch. Pretty soon we're gonna do live events, so we're gonna be going to concerts, you know, local bands,
and we're gonna start doing interviews.
We're gonna do starting live interviews. We're gonna do interviews where it's not, you know, we're gonna be, you know, editing, of course, because
well, I mean, I can still edit interviews and stuff. That's not that big a deal.
You know,
I'll interview a little bit here and there, but, you know, as far as the future of Trouble Hooked, I feel like we found our footing. I feel like now it's time. You know, we tried out a whole bunch of stuff, and this is what stuck, so that's what we're gonna stick with. You know, we're gonna do our podcast, we're gonna do our vlogs. I'm excited about the vlogs because it's like it gets me to do more stuff, because it was kind of like, it's my outlet, you know, of like, you know, I have to go out and do stuff. You know? It's like I need content. I need content. I want stuff for the vlog. It's like I have to go out and do stuff.
Hoon is an innocent kid. He just goes where the content's at.
I'm an innocent kid. I'm a good kid. I just go where the content is. But you know, that's why it keeps me, like, you know, it keeps things entertaining for me, and it keeps things like, you know, it keeps me out of my comfort zone, because it's like it's taking me out and it's getting me more like, because, you know, I've done shit like this for a long time. I've done some media stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, I lived in California, so I did stuff like that. But I was never behind. I was never in front of the camera. I was always behind the camera.
Yeah.
So being behind the camera is something that's like huge. It's like I could never do it. For me, it was like, no, I'm a behind the scenes guy.
Yeah.
You know, I'll record, I'll edit, I'll do this stuff, but I can't be in front of the camera. You know, I don't want to be the one in it. But it's slowly been pushing me out, and it's getting me, you know, out of my comfort zone, and it's getting me to do more stuff, and like the fun I have with it, and I'm having fun with it. The stuff we're doing,
dude, we're always having fun, man. It's so much fun to do the vlog.
It's gotten me back to doing stuff, like, you know, getting together and stuff, because for a while we kind of stopped hanging out and doing stuff, you know, because we got busy. And with this, it's kind of like, hey, like,
let's make some time. Let's
get together. Make some time, because we got a
like
vlog
today,
to do.
we're at a barbecue right now. You know, we're just.
I would be sleeping right now, but
you would be sleeping right now, but you know, it's for the podcast. It's for the vlog.
It's for the podcast. It's for the vlog.
It's for the vlog.
It's
so
like, And then I'm still working on merch. I want merch to come out. But
we're gonna work. Yeah,
this isn't necessarily shirts because I am working on a shirt. Yeah. But I'm still working on that bottle opener.
I'm still working dude.
I'm still working on that bottle opener. Once we get a free shirt, we're gonna do like a giveaway. Carlton doesn't get one.
Carlton doesn't get one because fuck Carlton. But
fuck Carlton.
We'll give one
we're
to
gonna have a
George's
hoodie.
sister.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hoodie. We're gonna have hoodies. We're gonna have tank tops. We're gonna have.
So we're gonna
do collabs.
We'll do collabs and everything. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching the 13th episode of the Trouble Podcast. Already. We're on 13 already. We're getting pretty close to 20, which we're gonna go to San Antonio.
Which we said was gonna be a big one.
We're gonna go with Bush, and we're gonna.
That might be sooner.
It might be sooner.
It might be.
It might be. It might be 16. It might be 17. We'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Share us. If you got friends and they're into podcasts,
smash that like button.
Share us with your friends. And peace and love, guys. Thank you.